Shalom. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of great millstone. Salutations to the 144,000 and 130 elect of the nation of Israel. I'm your brother Kabash from the GMS Atlanta camp, and I'm here with the hope for to find lesson through the spirit of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kadash. And in this lesson, I'm going to get into, how this Jake going into how the times in the 80s and 90s was a good time for Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. He mentioned the youth growing up in that time and how, we can recall how it was in that time. And it was pretty much, he said it was almost heaven, the way, that the age was at that time. Concerning the atmosphere, the people, the vibes. But Jake was still catching hell. I for one, can name a lot of the hell that went on, but at the same time, it was a good era, so to speak. Better than these times. And like the Jake in the video said, compared to these times, those times was, almost like heaven. But I'm gonna get into a couple of scriptures where the Lord told us not to think like that, because the Lord created those times, and we still in our captivity. And the time in the future to come is the time is really going to be heaven for us, and it's never going to end. So I'm going to go ahead and play this short video, then I'm going to get into some scriptures.
The 90s was a whole different vibe. We all were outside. We knew how to communicate with each other.
Yeah, a lot of kids don't even go outside. A lot of kids just stay in the house. A lot of children just stay in the house. Everybody's introverted. Or you go somewhere, there's a lot of killings. So he is right at some point, but this is all prophecy, man. Jacob's trouble is coming. Wickedness shall abound more and more. Until the coming of the Lord, and we at that time.
Beautiful. I agree. If you were a youngster and you grew up in the late 80s and early 90s, you had it good. It was almost like we were in heaven compared to today. Look at them, man. Just smiles. There were healthy boundaries and innocent fun happening. You could leave the house and go out with your people, and you didn't worry about, I might get shot tonight. The violence was way down. There was no cell phones, no internet, no social media. People were more mentally sound. Yeah, they were smoking weed, but nobody looked smoked out. Yeah, they were drinking, but nobody looked drunk. The sisters are dressed appropriately. Nobody's pants hanging off their ass. No bonnets. Just kids being kids, man. We did not realize how good we had it back then. Have this.
Yeah, but we shouldn't miss those wicked times, man, because there was still wickedness going on. You had Freaknik, you had still Esau, the so-called white man, ruling over us. Death was still reigning over us, still committed sin, the whole nine. So it wasn't really a good time, but I can understand where Jake is coming from. Now this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, I think around the 48th verse. Was it the 26th verse? Yeah, so right here in verse 48, I think it's verse. So right here in verse 34, it says, "In hasten not with the times that are past, to think vain things." See, that's what Jake be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it hit in his flesh, like, man, when you first come in, it's like, damn, certain times was better than these times. But we understand now because we have this light, this truth, which is these scriptures. And it says right here, it says that thou mayest not hasten from the latter times. Because if we never get in these troubling times, there's going to be more troubling than slavery, than the land being taken from our people over here in North America, South Central being conquered by the Spaniards. You know, our people going through the Atlantic slave trade, and also fast forwarding to the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble. If we never went into those times, then the kingdom of heaven would never come, because this is all part of the Lord's prophecy, basically. You know, that's why it needs to be, because the Lord spoke it. But we have a brighter future ahead, admitted that, and also post that or after that. Now this is verse 35. And it came to pass after this manner, I wept again. Okay, I'm going to go to 2 Ezra chapter 4, verse 26 now. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasted fast to pass away. And this world does pass. It's like it. This world is passing away. The fashion of this world is passing away. Verse 27, it cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in times to come, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Verse 29, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So we have to go through these troubling times in order to get to the good. And the good is forever. The good is forever, man. So we need to hasten the time for righteousness' sake. Matter of fact, look up that scripture right quick. Hasten the times. Well, I'm going to just get sick of Ezra 14. It says right here, verse 14, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And that's what we're looking for. Verse 18 says, for the time is fled far away, and leasing hard at hand. For now hasteth the vision to come which thou hast seen. So the Lord is speeding this time up for us to get into the kingdom, because remember, we are his children, we're his family. So, you know, the Lord ain't forsaking us in this hell that we in. He put us in this because we transgressed his ways, but the Lord's about to get us up out of this. The Lord has the power to do so. You know, he could have made us righteous from the beginning, but this is all the Lord's plan, like he told Ezra. So now we hasten the Lord to speed up his plan to get us in the kingdom of heaven. So, yeah, forget this world, Jake, and press forward towards the kingdom. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.